Welcome to Discover Indie Film. I'm Jeff Howard, and I have filmmaker MK McGehee with me on Zoom. Hey, MK.
Hey, Jeff.
You know what I didn't tell you is that so this is our second podcast together because we the one before this one in the Discover Indie Film podcast feed was your interview all about you and your work and your film, The Re-Education of Jane Brown, which was an official selection at the Sherman Oaks Film Festival in December of 2025. Took home the Grand Jury Award for Best Short Film Horror. So, golf clap, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I know no one makes a film, especially a film like yours. You didn't make it saying, rubbing your hands together going, I'm going to try to get some awards with this. But
no.
It doesn't suck when the outer world respects what you do, right?
It doesn't at all. It doesn't at all.
Yeah, maybe we should put that upon our trophies. Trophies, yeah, or whatever. Awards don't suck.
It doesn't suck.
But I was going to jokingly tell you that when I jumped into this festival world, I almost thought of like going with my initials JE instead of Jeff, because Jeff is like way too common a name.
You almost did the initials too.
I almost did.
Wow.
And then
I MK is for Mary Catherine, and I've never felt like a Mary Catherine. And I used to go by Katie, and some of my oldest friends still call me Katie, but I'm officially MK now. It feels more like me,
I get you. We all have to find it. I mean, I'm spending the rest of my life with an Elizabeth who grew up being called Bet. Oh wait. Oh well. She has no sense of privacy. It's okay. Mom called her Betsy. In college, she went by Elizabeth, and now in her working life, she's called Liz. It's like we all play with our names over time if we can.
Absolutely, yeah.
So anyway, funny coincidence. So everyone should look at the show notes, see if there's a link to the short of The Re-Education of Jane Brown. It might be getting released one of these days. Although who knows, because you're also making a feature, and who knows, maybe the people involved in it will say, wait, let's keep the short. I personally think it's brilliant to have the short out there to promote the feature and get people interested. But I have met filmmakers who have said, oh, my producers don't want the short out. I have to pull the short down.
I think it definitely depends on the project.
It definitely depends. But people should follow your Instagram and whatnot will be clickable links in the show notes, and people should follow it just in case they get a chance to see the short if it's going to be in any more festivals or anything.
I would love that. Yeah.
But your poster has a healthy number of laurels, so you've had a really great run.
It's been a great run. It really has.
Great run. And all that is to say that this podcast episode is a little thing I just call a 4 questions episode, which means MK will be answering these questions, which are name 3 films you love, like not the name the best 3 of all time. You can if you want, but just films that you love, because we all love more than 3. So I try to lower the pressure on it. And then question number 2 is a film you feel is underrated. Number 3 is a film you feel is overrated. And number 4 is a lesser known film that people should seek out. Obviously, it's just fun to talk about movies. And I think we all know that once you know someone's favorite films, then you really know if you can be friends.
Yeah.
Not really. In fact, I've had friends tell me when I tell them I hate a certain movie, oh, I'm going to miss you, but we stay friends. So
yeah.
But it just, it's our campfire, right? Cinema is the campfire where we share stories. So.
Oh, absolutely.
So do you want to hit question 1 and name 3 films that you love?
Sure. It was hard not to make all 3 horror films, because really that's mostly what I watch and what I enjoy. But the first 2 are horror. Pan's Labyrinth will probably always be my number 1. That movie sort of changed what I thought cinema could do. It's just a beautiful film, really powerful. Second one is Birth, Rebirth, which is a horror film that came out in 2023. The filmmaker Lara Moss that was their first feature, and they are definitely one to watch. And it explored a lot of the same themes that I explore in my works. The third is actually out of left field. it's a movie I watched a lot growing up. It's The Women, but the original version from, I think it was from the 30s, actually. I loved the idea that there could be a film where you never once saw a man. And it was just as entertaining and just as powerful and just as wonderful. And I don't know, maybe that's what inspired the feature for Re-Education of Jane Brown, because there are no speaking roles for men. So I don't know, maybe.
Awesome. I was how I well, I have two follow-up questions, but the first is with that, how old were you when you first saw it? Like, did that occur to you like pre-Bechdel test conversations?
Gosh, I mean, I probably saw it first when I was, because it was something my mother introduced me to. She used to have me watch a lot of those films from that era, the 30s and 40s and 50s. So I grew up on those films. I probably saw The Women the first time when I was like 5. And so I didn't fully understand it, of course, but I just, I mean, these women were just so fabulous.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a radical idea
It shouldn't be.
that there aren't men talking on screen because
It shouldn't be. And yet,
and yet to this day, almost 100 years later,
yep. Can you believe it? I mean, really, it is almost 100 years. Good
and it's going to
Lord.
be 2030 soon. I can't
My
even grasp
God.
it.
Ah.
But then my a very selfish question is birth rebirth. I happen to uh my step is an 18-year-old college freshman who only watches horror,
Aha.
but they do demand jump scares. Whenever I make her watch one of the slow creep ones that I love, she gets bored and starts
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at her
I love those
phone.
slow burn ones.
I love a slow burn, but I can't so is birth rebirth one I can.
Um, it does have some jump scares actually. So it's a retelling of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but with women. And you really have to kind of see it to really understand how brilliant it is. When I saw it, I was like, well, of course this is Frankenstein, and actually this is what Frankenstein should have been. I mean, like I don't know. It's really brilliant, and Marin Ireland is the lead, and I've been following her career since I think 2006 when I saw her on stage in New York
All
in
right,
Sarah Jane's Blasted.
it will when we finish recording, I will officially pick up my phone, take it out of Do Not Disturb, and add that to the movies to watch with the kid list.
I do recommend it. It's deals with some difficult themes, and it's graphic in places, but not so graphic that you have to look away. You know.
Wonderful. All right. Well, and Pan's Labyrinth. Man, we don't have the
Pan's
time.
Labyrinth changed me
We
for
don't have
sure.
the time to discuss it, but
No, I
yeah.
know, but definitely changed me because I think that taught me that horror can also be a strong dramatic work. You
Absolutely.
know.
Absolutely. All right. Well, question number two is a film you feel is underrated.
Yes. So I'm gonna have to go with Jennifer's Body on that one. I am so disappointed that, and actually I was really angry when it got panned when it came out. It's become a cult classic. It definitely has a cult following, and I believe there is a second one coming out, or they're working on a second one. But that film was, I guess, before its time, honestly. It is a powerful feminist horror film that I think everyone should watch. And if you really understand what's going on, like if you really take the time to see what's actually happening, it is heartbreaking. Uh, and I think horror should be heartbreaking sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Coincidentally, well, anyway, I just saw a photo of I think Amanda Seyfried and Megan Fox like together now. Like
Yeah,
I don't know how long
yeah.
it's been since they made that film together.
I think that film came out in 2000,
2009. I just looked it up.
2009. Oh, 2009?
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
been
wow. So it has been a
almost
while.
17 years. They probably shot it 17 years ago.
Yeah, they must have. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. All right,
Mhm.
excellent. Excellent. All right, question number three is a film you feel is overrated.
Ah, I don't know. I might get a lot of crap for this. The I'm going to go with a recent film because it was. This is a hard question to answer because I don't like to like shit on other people's films because it's so hard to make a film. But I, I, I think One Battle After Another was overrated.
I mean, and I also want to, I was almost gonna, I didn't bother doing it, but I sometimes give the disclaimer like, it's not necessarily criticizing the film. Like, you're not saying it's not a great movie or not, doesn't have a lot of great artistic merit. It's just that the response of our society to it, or of the
Yeah,
critical, as if there are film critics anymore, but, or, I think we know it's going to clean up probably a year
at the
from now at
awards.
the
Yeah, yeah. I
Oscar.
mean, look,
It's,
I figured that was what you meant by overrated. I
yeah.
think for me, because there were so many things about the film that I did love, and I'm a huge P.T. Anderson fan. There Will Be Blood is one of my all-time favorite films. But this one, for all the hype, I think because it was so hyped up and everyone was just absolutely losing their minds over it, that was the problem. That was part of the problem I had with it because I saw it and I was like, yeah, it's a really good film. I just don't know if it warrants the, the crazy, like obsessive response that it was getting across social media. But in spite of that, I mean, I think Leonardo was at his best. I think Sean Penn gave the performance of his career, quite possibly. I think he stole that movie, in my opinion. He was so good. I mean, he created a character that he absolutely disappeared into, and that's the mark of a really great actor. So there were a lot of things to love about the film. I just personally thought it was overrated.
Yeah, no, and I'll probably be, I haven't seen it yet because I'm obviously, when you run festivals, you don't get out to the movies much because you have
Right.
so
You
many
don't have
submissions.
time.
But I do want to see it, obviously, and I'm a huge PTA fan. But after hearing you, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna walk out of it and go, well, if it wins stuff, I'll be like, I preferred Phantom Thread.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look,
Like for me,
I
that's
want,
his kind of film that just drives, I just love.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I want Sean Penn to win. I'm going to say that straight up. Like, I think he deserves all the awards because when you see it, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about. He creates a character that is so wildly specific and layered and unexpected that you just completely forget it's Sean Penn. And that's hard to do.
Excellent, excellent. All right, well, final question is a lesser known film that people should seek out.
Yes, I'm going to dive back into horror on this one. There is an Austrian film called the German title is Des Teufelsbad, and the that translates to the Devil's Bath. And I think it officially released in winter 2024. That's when I saw it. I went to a screening in December 2024 with the filmmaker. But I believe it's streaming on Shutter now. It is not like anything I've ever seen. I love that. I love when I am completely turned upside down by a movie. And this is what that did. And it is a true story, which is, I think, the most outstanding and unbelievable part of the film is that this is a true story. You just can't believe that this could be true, but every piece of it is true. And the filmmakers, Veronica Franz and Severin Fiala, they have made several films together, but one of my favorites was Goodnight Mommy, which came out, I think, that's sort of a cult classic horror film. Like if you're into indie horror, you should have seen Goodnight Mommy by now. And then they did an American film called The Lodge with Riley Keough. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but I think that was in 2019. That was also very good. But I think they do better when they make films in their original language and in their original country, you can just tell that they're just more comfortable. But this is one that I think honestly is not to be missed, personally.
Excellent. Excellent. Boy, see, I might send you more. I might send you more emails when I need more horror titles.
Listen, I am always down to recommend barely heard of indie horror films because that's my jam. Like I'm obsessed. So
Remind me to tell you something funny after we finish.
okay,
So,
great.
I will wrap us up by saying thank you, MK.
Thank you, Jeff.
And thank you, everyone, for listening. Please check out the links in the show notes. That's where you can follow MK and their work and lots of other things, including the crap I'm about to mention, which is I met MK at Sherman Oaks Film Festival, where your film, The Re-Education of Jane Brown, showed up and took home the Grand Jury Award for Best Short Film Horror. So bravo. If you want to learn more about that festival and everything, or you want to learn more about the podcast, go to discoverindiefilm.com. On social media, it's always at DIFwins. And there's been some fun crap that has grown out of this podcast that is going to hit its 9th anniversary this year. Holy crap.
Wow.
Maybe I should note that when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive. Congratulations.
Right? Yeah, I think we are currently recording number 651.
You're kidding.
I don't know when to stop. So anyway.
Wow, that's amazing.
But as you know, everyone does too. So
right, sure. But still.
It's only 325 people. Hopefully I can divide by 2 still.
Wow.
So anyway, discoverindiefilm.com is for the podcast and some other things. If you go to discoverindiefilm.org, that is the website for the nonprofit that runs 2 festivals in the Los Angeles area. Both are ranked in the top 100 best reviewed worldwide out of 14,000 film festivals. The fact that there's 14,000 film festivals in the world, I can't grasp.
I know, I can't either. I can't wrap my head around it.
It's but I also believe that probably like 5,000 get started and 5,000 stop every year.
Right.
Because there's so many cheap cash grab festivals.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I'm telling people all the time to be wary. Yeah.
You got to. So that is so go to discoverindiefilm.org, and that's where you can get sent over to either Sherman Oaks Film Festival that we hold every December or Film Invasion Los Angeles that we hold every June. And if you happen to be on that Film Invasion Los Angeles website, which is at filminvasionla.com, you will see a thing at the top. It also has Film Invasion Lima for Lima, Peru, because last month we launched a festival in South America. It's so much fun. It's
so exciting.
The delight. And it just makes me sad that I couldn't afford to fly down. What can you do?
One of these years you're going to have to.
I'm going to have to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Although I've already talked to the team down there, and we're going to go for February next year because January is a little tricky for me, right? Sherman Oaks Film Festival is first weekend of December generally, and then come the holidays, and it's really hard to
to get it,
and honestly, it was hard to get filmmakers to send all the materials and stuff. So we're going to move to February. Will be a Valentine's Day thing.
Oh, great idea.
The fun thing is it's summer down there.
Right, exactly.
And so anyway, so there we go. Thank you again, MK.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
And thank you, everyone, for listening.